It's me, your little boy, Samson. Guess what? They are angry, mad at you. I mean, your enemies. All is because all the evil plot they made against you backfire them. Let me tell you, they are seriously angry and mad at you because all the enchantment which they did perfectly, no error, no gossip, they are now shocked how come it backfired them. Let me be real with those students. They are seriously upset. These forces are upset. These forces are what are seriously upset because there is no weapon which they have prepared, did and done. Not that they have not accomplished it, not that they have not executed by their own self, but God did not allow it come to pass. And this is why they are seriously so upset with you. This is why they have problem with you. This is why they are annoyed, mad at you. Because no enchantment, no divination, no evil plot which they set on you is capable nor able to function in your life. No wonder the Bible took me to a place. He said, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against us in judgment, they shall all be condemned. So let me be real with you, choosings. I'm not going to twist nothing. They are seriously upset with you. You can tell that someone is upset with you. You can tell that someone is angry because of the way your life is going. You can tell that there is someone up there who is uncomfortable. Why? You look around you, you did not hurt them. You look within you, you have not offended them. You look in and out. There is no way in which you can tell you have did something wrong to them. But they are just upset. Why? Because all the plot which they set against you backfire them. All the plot which they plotted so perfectly to manifest and destroy you backfire them. And that is why they are seriously unhappy. That is why they are feeling the pain, because by now they were earnestly believing that you will be feeling the pain. They were earnestly believing that you will be going down. They were earnestly believing that everything about you will be shut down. They were earnestly believing that everything within you will accurately collapse. But guess what? The word of God disappoint them. The God whom you are serving disappoint them. The God whom you put your hope on disgrace them. Let me tell you, choosers, they are unhappy because everything which they have arranged, God disagree and discatter them. Everything which they prepared, God scattered them together. And that is why they don't love you, bro. That is why they are mad and annoyed with you, because they have watched your in and out. Now realized that none of their weapon is functioning against you. They have looked all the ways to check if truly what they have done is perfectly working. But it shocked them because the God who is guiding you, the God who has been protecting you, refused to allow their weapon function against you. And this is why they are pissed off, choosings, because they have fully come to discover that indeed you are not alone. They have fully come to discover that you are not that kind of person that they ought to deal with. They have fully come to discover that you are not that kind of guy that they ought to rise up against. Because trust me, that is the worst mistake they have made. That is the greatest error your enemies have committed. That is the greatest thing your enemies have did in their own entire life. It was cool. It was nice when they were doing it. It was okay when they were doing it. It was, to them, it was something what meaningful. Now that no weapon is rising up against you, now that they have discovered that you are too protected, you are too secured, now they have fully come to figure out that the kind of person they are dealing with is not the type of person they ought to deal with. Now they have totally realized that, this is not the kind of guy. This is not the kind of man. This is not the kind of lady that we ought to rise up like that. There is something different about him. This is the reason why they are seriously so mad at you. This is the reason why your enemies are filled with sadness, as I'm telling you. This is the reason why they are now seriously so devastated. because all backfired them. They never expected it. It was cool to do you evil. To them, it was cool. Because we are living in a world that is filled with, wickedness and evil, unbelievable stuff. To them, it is cool and nice to do you evil. But now that all that they have done is rising up against them, now that all the weapon which they set on you is now turning against them, it's no longer cool. You can trust me, choosing. You have no idea the kind of pain some people are feeling. You have no idea, bro. You have no idea the kind of suffering they are absolutely going through up there. You have no idea what they are facing, what they are going through in there. They look good publicly, but secretly, bro, they don't look good. Yes, because they know absolutely what they are suffering. They know absolutely what is hitting them. They know absolutely what is against them. They know absolutely what is rising up against them. They know it. You are now their nightmare. You are now the worst nightmare of their own life for rising up against you. Hey God. Oh, they are now upset. Why you did not allow our evil to come upon you? Why you did not allow our children to come upon you? Because they thought it would be so easy for them to break you down. They thought it would be so cool, it would be so simple for them to do or to destroy everything. But guess what? God placed them where they belong in your life. God allowed the weapon to form against them. Remain blessed.